Is it somebody I don't my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I'm here to do a reading because quite quiet as is kept. Is that the phrase? How it goes? Doja Cat has caught my attention. Now, I've been talking about her a little bit since she has came out. I think I talked about it like the day or the day after that she had came out and took shots at Timothée Chalamet. Yep. She came at him for the ballet and opera, and then she made a follow-up video talking about she knows nothing really about ballet and opera other than the few experience that she has a little bit of. But hey, that was just Doja Cat feeling as doji. But however, I just quite curious because outside of that, then she talked about and opened up. First up, hold up, let me rewind and skirt that back. Doja Cat on February 5th of this year has started a world tour that apparently is supposed to last up until December of this year. And she's doing a world tour, like traveling all over the world. The American US branch doesn't even start until October. So she didn't even start in America. She's ending in America though. Thank you, girl. She ended in her home country. I guess so. Once she's finished, I'm sure she just wants to travel the shortest or least amount of distance to get back home. However, I digress. So because of that, she's out here on tour. And I think because she's out here on tour, the easiest way to make content is make TikToks. So now I'm going to have to start following her TikTok. But she's making a bunch of TikToks. And this TikTok, outside of the Chalamet TikTok, she made a TikTok talking about how she just learned or came to the realization or conclusion that lymphedema runs in her family. So early day Doja Cat, 8 years ago, moo, bitch, I'm a cow, bitch, I'm a cow. She's like, yeah, when I was thick and chunky like that and my lower regions was looking a little bit more thicker, that was because I was thick in the legs. That's because I was allegedly suffering from lymphedema because it runs in my family.
Biggest effing epiphany, and I'm sorry, I'm like so geeked because I'm finding out about this right now. Like, basically, lipedema runs in my family because I think my mother has it, and it's basically it's a disease where the legs, like the lower half of the body, it affects 17% of women, but it's the lower section of the body that builds up this kind of stubborn fat that has sort of like nodules and like and it's like
And then some people were joking that Doja Cat had a lipo. Wait, has Doja had lipo? Anyway, all that to be said, that was a video that she had came out, and because of that, I've been questioning that a little bit, but I'm not sure how people are feeling about that one. I just put a question mark on that one. Because I don't think that lymphedema works like that. Like you swell up, and then you stop swelling, and then you swell back up. Yeah, I don't even think that lymphedema does lead to elephantitis, yes, but Doja, I don't think it fluctuates though. I don't know. I don't own lymphedema. However, there was another video. Hold up, sorry guys. Then that was just 2 weeks ago. Like 2 weeks ago, she posted that, or going, yeah. Yeah, no, a week ago she posted that. And then just here a few days within like the last, I'll say 28 to 38, 30, 48 to 36 hours. Out of the last 48 to 72 hours, this is what Doja Cat has posted. Again,
I've learned from a very young age to pretend that I like stuff, to pretend that I'm happy, to pretend that I don't like stuff that I do, to appear like everything is okay. I'll get it done. And it caught up with me, and I think it always does for people.
and before I get on to what this video is about, but it just makes me wonder, why is this world tour making her be so open and vulnerable and more expressive and in sharing about her life and maybe some of her diagnoses that we might have not known about? It's just quite curious, and that's exactly why I'm going to be doing a reading today, to figure out, Doja Cat, what is up with you, girl? You out here talking about your health. What, you good? That's what I need to know. But let's continue.
I'm now struggling with BPD. I don't know how long I've been, probably forever. So it's
Are we sure so Doja Cat's just not out here self-diagnosing? I'm just saying. Anyway, all that to be said, let's just pull some cards for Doja Cat to see what is going on with her mentally. It's only March and she's already spilling the beans on herself. So I'm not sure if this tour and stress is getting to her already, or if we're going to see like an explosion of lymphedema because she's going to be overworking her body and it's going to be stressed, and all this fluid and stubborn fat's going to be filling up. And then she's like working on her weight and like working on her health and the things that she eats, but I'm not quite sure. So that's another question. And I know diet will help to a certain extent, but your body is your body. It's going to do and store fat as it pleases and how it is designed to, unfortunately. So that one, Doja Cat really doesn't have control over fat distribution. But let's just see what's in the cards for Doja Cat and her mental health at this present moment. Just curious. Just doing a check-in on her. Okay, well, we see the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups symbolizes almost feeling fulfillment, but not quite fulfillment. Let's see what the block is to that. The Seven of Swords. Could that be? Because I know she can't feel isolated within the industry. She's made friends, but has she made solid connections and friends? I'm not sure. Let's find out here at this very bottom. Could this be like the coming of age of where like things are changing in her life and maybe she's like going against the grain and trying to fight against it, and maybe she's losing the battle and starting to give up the reins? I'm not quite sure. Here we have at her foundation is the Seven of Cups, which is not good. It seems like a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, and a lot of things are at her disposal. And because of that, it makes her, I don't want to say feel overwhelmed, but almost feels as though she has too much. She's always had that attitude of not really caring about her career. She has always talked to you guys however she pleased. She's gotten out of that phase. However, there's those different phases of Doja where the fame just really isn't appreciated as it should have. But let's see here in this past card. The Seven of Swords, I'm starting to get a little bit concerned here because we've drawn 3 sevens so far, and there's only 2 more sevens I can possibly pull out. Maybe even one if I brought down a major arcana card, but I digress. Okay, 4 of Cups, we're looking good. And then the King of Cups, okay, we're still looking good. First and foremost, she is drowned in her emotions, or just there's a lot of things emotionally going on within her. We have the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the 4 of Cups, but she doesn't have all 4 elements. She's lacking the Earth card. earth element, and because of that, that earth is what helps grounds you. That's what helps balance you. So therefore, she's feeling not anchored and unstable. Yeah, she's feeling unstable emotionally. So what does she do? She vents to the internet. She just expresses what's on her thoughts, what's on her mind, what she's feeling, because with this tour, and she just honestly, the best thing I can say is that Doja Cat just wants to be, like, the best way I could put it in slang terms, it's just a girly. She just wants to live her life. She just wants to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. How just us, any normal day people, maneuver our social media. She wants to do that too. I mean, she does do that, but not to the extent that she would really love to, because she knows that she's a celebrity and she has a platform, and that she can't just do the things that she wants to a certain extent. She's got a label on certain people that she got to talk to, own up to, and show up for. I'm talking about the Illuminati. So because of that, she has to walk a little bit more of a tighter line, if you must say. So we see here with the Seven of Wands. Back it up. So we see here with this Nine of Cups energy. She's happy at this present moment. So because of that, even though she's feeling happy, even though everything's going good in her life, she really wants to do this tour. She's really enjoying the aesthetic, the vibe, the retro, because that's something that she loves, and she's embodying it, and she's get to, like, maybe even relive or create that energy, that aura. And because of that, that's something that's great. So it's like a sense of channeling for her. But because of that, there's just something missing. Even though she's doing this war tour, even though she's out here doing this day in, day out, basically, it's something about it that's not quite fulfilling. Like, there's something that's missing already. Like I said, it's March and she's already speaking. There's something weighing down on her, and it's this Seven of Wands energy. It's a defensive energy. I'm not sure if she's feeling defensive about herself, like a defense in sort of like when you're subconscious and you're over analyzing how people are judging and looking at you, that you start speaking just out of defense because you feel as though you need to, or she's feeling a bit defensive as though she's trying to protect her energy and not letting just anybody in. So by being more vocal about how she feels and who she is, she's setting boundaries and setting expectations and setting certain values that we're going to, as a public, put on her. However, she's also ready to stand her ground on it, no matter how much people want to try to come up against it, no matter how much people want to question it, wonder if this is all for publicity stunt, wonder if this is just to gain PR, not PR, but just gain attention, because you know how Doja is. She just likes to sometimes ride a moment. So you gotta like wonder those things when it comes to Doja's antics. But we see here down, like I said earlier with the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups, is that there's just a lot open up to her, especially what the industry has, and especially the Pentacle that she is in that industry. She has so much to open. There's so much open to her. So much is coming to her that she's trying to figure out what to do. It's like trying to swim and you're like drowning, but you're trying to keep it cute and act like you're not drowning. You're trying to think everybody that you know how to swim, that you can keep up with the Joneses in a sense, and be like, and try to like prove everybody wrong, that you're not like another stereotype, that you're not like another one of those people that wasn't made for the industry, or that the industry has broke you. Because she has honestly came out with Paint the Town Red. That was like blatant Illuminati sacrifice. Then that weird dinner that she had on top of that, she's in deep. And then the tattoo that she had on her back, that was very skeleton, and you just had to wonder what was. So because of that, you see how dark and deep Doja Cat has gotten into the arts. So because of that, she even played into it. You know, Doja Cat likes to get aroused. She's like, yeah, everybody thinks I'm like a devil worshiper, so I must be a devil worshiper. Let them think whatever they want to think. So because of that, because she has that nonchalant kind of attitude, it's when she's bringing this new persona, people are starting to wonder, is she really truly being authentic with the Seven of Swords? Is this really truly Doja, or is this Doja just trying to pull another sleeve, pull another cup, try to pull another attention stunt to get us talking about her, to get us in to get her in the media, to get us talking about her, so that way we think about her tour. You know, you just got to think about, it's all PR. What is this she's trying to promote with all this mental health? Is this like trying to gear us up or prepare us that maybe she might fall short in the tour later in the year because of mental health issues? Because a lot of celebrities are canceling tours because of mental health issues. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I want Doja to do that, but it's just quite curious. Because then we have right here at the top, the Four of Cups goes hand in hand with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups is so much is offered, there's so much at your disposal, but the Four of Cups isn't just going to accept anything. It's quite picky. It's not going to just jump at an offer, jump at an opportunity, be so eager or naive or so thirsty just because you want the experience, or just because you want the exposure. It's because of that she's learned to be a little bit more careful in how she maneuvers. So she's maturing and she's moving as a mature woman as she grows into her womanhood. But we see here the King of Cups in the future, which made me curious what that could symbolize, because does that mean it's like she won't allow, okay, the best thing that I got is that usually the Queen of Cups is somebody who would sit in her energy and sit in her emotions, yet the King of Cups is supposed to be the polar opposite to the feminine. So the polar opposite to sitting within your feelings is to what? Not sit in your feelings. So because of that, I see the King of Cups is Doja Cat, knowing that she is feeling these emotions, and of course she's not going to push herself mentally to the break like that, or where she's going to like, I don't know, shave off all her hair or do something like that. So because of that, she knows her limits, she knows her boundaries, like I said right here with this Seven of Wands energy, setting boundaries and knowing when to say no, like this Four of Cups energy says. So because of that, there's all different types of forces and energy coming up against you, but you got to be able to stand your ground strong like the King of Cups. Be able to put the foot down and mean it. That stand 10 toes down. Being able to know that even though you feel those things, that you're able to push past it, forward it, because you're Doja Cat, and you know what needs to be done. And honestly, maybe you're just hoping to get your contract in so that way you can get out, and you're just trying to fulfill the duty as you just need to. I don't know if Doja Cat, but let's just see. I think I shuffled the cards enough as I was explaining to you guys. Okay, so let's just pull 3 cards. Okay, I said 4. We had a Wade, we had a Sun, we have good vibes. Let's just, since I said the 4 cards, but I quickly changed it, let's just see what the 4th card could have been. Oh, a white mouse. Still good. So because of that, and I'm putting the cards down before another card flashes at me, it wasn't supposed to. So we see a Wade here. There was a sense of resistance, a resistance inside of herself, a resistance inside to change or go with the flow, or go with the growing pains instead of trying to fight the growing pains. And we see the Sun here, which symbolizes now there's a joyous time. Now she can enjoy herself. She's fully come into herself, or she's fully realizing herself. Maybe she hasn't fully actualized it yet, but she's coming into the realization realization, and coming into the realization is the first step into materializing it. So until she gets to that point of materializing it, she's going to enjoy the ride as it takes her, and she's no longer going to be resistant, and learning that maybe she does have it all flowing together, and that she can trust herself to not lead herself astray. So whatever these good vibes are that she's feeling right now, that she's trying to emanate out into the world, it's fully felt, it's fully integrated almost, and it's almost like she's a light beam of energy, positivity radiating off of her, literally and metaphorically, and that's just coming from within first, which is great. And then we see the white mouse here, which symbolizes resilience and courage, but also knowing how to face the challenges and being vulnerable and being delicate. And she's more not delicate, she could be a little bit more delicate, I'll say softer. Of course, she does things for shock value. That's just Doja Cat. She'll be herself, but she has became more of a elegant lady, I'll say, in the best Doja sense that she could possibly become. So it's like has become this better version of herself, but she's still learning to work and integrate it and bringing it to the internet, because first she had to work on this outside before she could she had to work on this like outside of the media and inside of herself. Now she needs to get outside of herself and back into the media and bridge that gap and bring her new, truer, authentic self. And there might be some resistance to it because we're not used to it. However, overall, we're going to receive it because this is the time and day and age that we live in. Everybody wants authenticity and being your true self. So because of that, if Doja Cat brings that, that's going to continue her career being long-lived moving forward, but also just as a likable individual out there, despite all her flaws. So with that being said, those are some good qualities about Doja that she also looks forward within herself. That's exactly what I said with that 9 of Cups energy. She knows that she got it all going on. She knows who she is. Like they say, she knows she's exactly who she thinks she is. So because of that, Doja Cat, of course, isn't just going to accept anything or just going to do anything. She's learning to grow and do her own, mold her own path that's going to work for her. But she's learning to work on it with more stricter restraints because of how high up she's in the industry. That's the best way I can put it. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. It was great. I feel like I got a breath of fresh air for Doja Cat, and that's really beautiful. That being said, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Become a sunflower and spread those beautiful sunflower seeds all over this beautiful earth, just like this sun and good vibes and White Mouse says, and just like this Doja Cat energy is radiating, all that good vibes, all that good energy generate towards you. Let that positivity that I feel Doja is generating from herself go towards you and spread those seeds elsewhere. That being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Please leave your comments down below. How did you enjoy my reading on Doja Cat? Did you feel like there was something up and sus about Doja with her talking about her mental ailments out here? I don't know. You tell me. It was just me that was just a little bit curious. After all, she has been very quiet, but she is doing a live Taco Bell concert. I don't know. Since she's founder of Taco Bell, she's a little bit different. Just saying. So is Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson side the Taco Bell. It was doing some Taco Bell commercials too, but not as much as Doja. For a while, Pete Davidson was like the face of Taco Bell. I think they was going to try Doja Cat, but maybe that was just for the Super Bowl. I'm not quite sure. But with that being said, that was what I had to say about Doja Cat. Leave your comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this content, and I will see you guys in the next one. But before I hop off, guess what? Hype us up. Subscribe to us. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Sunflowers.